Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. I have a 1 and 2 month update video for you guys today on my newborn baby Cairo. He actually turned 2 months old last week. Don't mind his attire, he is in his chemise ready to go to sleep. We already finished his night routine and I just wanted him to jump in and say hello to you guys. Is there anything that you would like to say to everybody? Yeah? No? Maybe? Not really? Not quite? Okay. Alright. Alright, well on that note, we're about to ship you off to your father so you can go to bed for the night. Alright, I'll see you guys in 2 seconds. So I do have a 1 and 2 month update on how life has been with Cairo thus far that I would like to jump right into. So I do have some notes jotted down so I can make sure like I hit some major points that I really want to discuss, and I even have like 1 and 2 tips that I think you guys could definitely benefit from based on my experiences with Cairo. So for starters, we are going to clothing. So just before Cairo was born, I did hear a lot of things about, you know, make sure not to buy too much clothes for your child because they may end up going to waste because kids grow quickly and blah blah blah. I'm sure many of you guys out there have heard the same thing. So that was one of my biggest fears, that I would end up buying too much and then the clothes just end up going to waste. But I did structure it in a way where like I've only bought like certain amounts for certain sizes, and it actually worked out well for me in the end. Nothing really went to waste. However, I do want to let you guys know about how much time he spent in each size to kind of help you guys out, because that was one of my biggest questions in the beginning. Like I was kind of like, you know, how do you know how much clothes to buy in each size, because you don't really know how much time your child is going to spend in each size. So for my kid, for reference, for my child, he was born 8 pounds 4 ounces, and when he was just born, he was actually able to fit into newborn clothes. I didn't go shopping for newborn clothes at all. I only had like 3 onesies for him, 3 onesies that I purchased for him to wear, just because, kind of like say he did wear newborn size. He actually was able to fit into his 3 newborn onesies for his first 2 weeks, but he actually never really wore newborn clothes, if that makes sense. From day 1, he wore 0 to 3 months, and that fit just fine. He wore 0 to 3 months up until week 6. So he wore 0 to 3 months for his first month and a half, which is pretty decent. And now with him being 2 months and then some, we are currently in size 3 to 6 months. Pampers is the next thing. Pampers. So he actually wore newborn Pampers up until week 4. So he was in newborn Pampers from 0 to 4 months, 0 to 4 weeks, and then weeks 4 to 8, he was in size 1 Pampers. And now, with him being a 2-month-old, we are actually in size 2. And the reason why I think it's best to discuss Pampers right after clothes is because they go hand in hand in terms of knowing at what stage your child will wear what size. If you look at the back of certain boxes of different brands of Pampers, you will see a size guide in terms of weight. So for Huggies, I think Huggies goes up to 14 pounds. So if your child is going to wear size 1, your child will be up to about 14 pounds. For a size 1 for Pampers, your child is about your child should wear size 1 up until about 12 pounds. We're currently in size 2 because he's 14 point something pounds. So with a lot of baby products, they do go by like a weight system in a way where that is to help guide you when it comes to shopping for your child and knowing what size to purchase. So with Cairo being in the picture, I did realize that they definitely coincide because he pretty much has gone by that weight system. Pay attention to that weight guide. The next thing I would like to discuss is sleep training. So through this whole sleep training process that we are currently trying to undergo with Cairo, I would say, I've definitely learned that it's true that every child really is different. Cairo, we're having a little bit of difficulty with sleep training because of one main thing. He eats like me. That's the problem. But before I get into the specifics on why him eating like me is an issue for us right now when it comes to sleep training, I would like to say that many people go back and forth with, you know, how old is too young to sleep train your child. I personally believe that a child can be trained from day 1. Kids have sense, they really do, and kids, you lead and they follow. And so Cairo has latched onto our daily schedule pretty quickly, and as far as sleep training is concerned, I believe that he can easily do the same. It's just that one issue that we're having, and there are many families out there that have succeeded in sleep training their children from the very start. So the reason why that is an issue for us is because I eat little by little, and that's the same way that he eats. Now, we like to follow the eat, wake, sleep method of sleep training, which is basically you eat upon waking up. You're up, you have your whole like wake window situation going on, and then you sleep. You don't eat to sleep. Right now, we eat upon waking up as well as eating to sleep. And that is because he does not sit and eat one full meal at a time. 3 ounces is what really fills him up, and he'll eat like an ounce at a time. So you'll have like an ounce, an hour later he'll wake up wanting like an ounce and a half, and then 30 minutes later he wants another half an ounce. Like, it's just off and on like that right now, and there's really no way for us to force him to feed in a way, or to like force him to finish a bottle. Like, so that's kind of our issue right now. So what we currently do that is working for us is we have the routine during the day, and we put him to bed by a certain time at night. It's just that he's not sleeping through the night the way that we would like him to sleep. So let's get into routines, our daily routine. So what we do is I wake him up every single morning around 7:30 and 8 a.m. And from there we jump straight into our morning routine. Our morning routine is we always do a sponge bath. I wipe him down, he smells super good, get him dressed for the day. We read a book. We do tummy time. I lay him on his back so he can play with his little, toys, look in his mirror and all of that stuff. And then after that, we feed and then go to sleep. Because like I said, he eats when he wakes up, and then he eats right before bed as well. And can't really control that because he's not eating full servings. So that's our little schedule. He will sleep for about an hour, sometimes a little bit more as of late, and then he will be up for about 45 minutes before he needs to start winding down. Like, you'll see him get really tired around 45 minutes. With him being 2 months of age, everything is pretty much on track so far in terms of wake window and how long he naps for and all of that stuff. Something that I would like to discuss is Sudas. So Sudas, I call them Sudas, some people call them binkies and like pacifiers and stuff. And the reason why I want to discuss this is because I went into this and I was this naive first time mom thinking, Suda's gonna be like a fix-all, anytime they're crying or they're really fussy or they want to sleep, just pop the Suda in their mouth and you're good to go. No, I was wrong. Cairo is not like that at all. We're gonna go back to every baby is different. Definitely there's truth behind that. And so with Cairo, I tried so hard to get him to be a Suda baby, and it just wouldn't work. So we were gifted a lot of different brands of Sudas, and I purchased different ones as well, and he didn't like any of them. I think we tried like 6 different brands of Sudas and none of them worked. And then very late in the game, as in recently, like maybe this past week and a half or like a week and a half ago, it hit me and I was like, bottle brands actually have Sudas that they produce and sell. And so I was like, we take the Dr. Brown's brand of bottles and they also make Sudas, and I was like, why don't I just purchase those, because he's already used to that nipple? That would make sense, right? So that's what I did, and that fixed everything. So that was definitely helpful, and that is a tip that I want to give you guys for the moms that really are having trouble finding a Suda for their child. Definitely going along with the bottle that the child is used to, that should definitely help. As far as tummy time is concerned, we do that every single day. Like I mentioned earlier, I try to get in tummy time at least 3 times a day. He pretty much held up his head like on his own, like from the start. Like, I think it was day 3 when I noticed he was kind of just that he was still like bobblehead kind of, but he was holding his head up on his own for like since like day 3. And then tummy time is definitely beneficial because I have noticed that has made a huge difference. Like, every day his neck strength is getting way stronger, and I see it for myself. He also rolled over for the first time at 2 weeks. That was really shocking, really shocking. Like, I was freaking out. Quan and I were like super excited about that. So yeah, 2 weeks is when he first rolled over. Swaddling is a major thing. I feel like every first time parent goes into this whole baby thing, thinking about swaddling. We all hear about swaddling all the time. Okay, so that's, remember, every baby is different, and that is my case again with Cairo. He hated swaddling from the start. It did not work. He would just raise hell when it came to swaddling. It never ever worked for us. And I know, like, there's this whole controversy surrounding babies laying on their backs versus their stomachs and everything, and honestly, we got to the point where we realized that laying him on his belly to sleep is really what would work. And so we tried it, and it solved everything, all of our sleeping issues. It solved him being able to actually sleep, and that's what works for us. Like, I know they say not to do that because, you know, because of SIDS and everything, and so we definitely make sure to take precaution. We watch him all the time. We are very vigilant. We use the outlet sock to monitor like heart rate and you know, all that stuff. We check up on him constantly. We have our baby monitors running at all times. We do, like, we have notifications and everything. We do our best to keep all eyes on him at all times when it comes to him sleeping throughout the daytime, and because we do have him on his belly, and that's the way that we really can get in some sleep, and so that works for us. SIDS is real, and definitely take proper precaution when it comes to that. So I do believe that sleeping on your back is best for most babies, but for Cairo, it just doesn't work. It does not work. And Cairo had really bad gas. It seems that he has grown out of it, thank God, but his gas was terrible. And Millicon drops, or Millicon drops, however they're pronounced, they worked wonders. Like, it works instantly. We bought some Millicon drops and gas relief drops. They're gas relief drops, and we would give him a little serving with every other feeding, and it worked wonders. So you would hear him pass gas like instantly. And so that kind of helped us along the way until he got to the point where he is now, where he has definitely grown out of the gas problems that he was having before. So reflux is something that we dealt with for the longest time, and that was a painful experience. We actually went through a period where I think he was vomiting like 4-5 times a week. There was a day where he actually threw up 3 times on himself. That was just, those weeks were just really, really, really rough. I can't lie to you guys. It was really, really rough. And it then came out, we then found out that he has reflux. And so he now sleeps on an incline, which has helped. And our change in formula has definitely helped with that acid reflux. It was so bad. We also found out that he has lactose sensitivity. So we went through millions of different formulas, and then we came upon one that a childhood friend suggested, and fixed everything when it came to, fixed mostly everything when it came to reflux and his lactose sensitivity. We tried Enfamil Gentle Ease, Enfamil AR Sensitive or Sensitive AR. We tried Similac Pro Advance. We tried a bunch of different brands of formulas. So right now our cabinet is full of like cans of formulas that are all like full to the top because none of them worked. And we came upon babies only sensitive. So big up yourself, Stephanie. Thanks for the suggestion, and that fixed everything. So yeah. With all of that being said, guys, this motherhood journey has been incredible so far. I'm loving every single moment of it, and he has grown so quickly. Like, he's grown so fast. It's definitely true when they say that time flies, and that is definitely the case with us right now with Cairo, and it's crazy. Like, every single day I feel like he looks different every single day that we wake up. Like, he looks so much longer than he did the day before. His face looks completely different than it looked the day before. Like, he's growing very, very quickly, and it's also really fun watching his advancements, the advancements that he's making. And so, like, you know, him just doing different things each day. Like, just last week we saw him smile for the first time. That was so cute. I heard him laugh for the first time towards the end of last week as well. Like, actual laughing and smiling, like, not, you know, what newborns do in their sleep. Like, something legit, like, meaningful. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thanks for sticking it out to the end. If you like what you saw, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, and I will definitely see you guys in my next